Market Killers Mentor, it is your boy, the one and only Offensive Mhorosi, otherwise known as Market Killer himself. And welcome to Market Analysis episode 4, whereby we're going to be analyzing Nasdaq and also US30 as I see some nice opportunities ahead of the new week. And we're also going to be looking at a few fundamentals that you should be looking out as we step into the new week. Even though it's a dry week for fundamentals, but it is what it is, man. It still gives us an opportunity to tackle the market using our technical analysis tools. So without any further waste of time, before we get into the video, I almost forgot, before we get into the video, if you guys want to join an exclusive community of traders where we share exclusive signals and also exclusive information that can enhance you to become a better trader, go ahead and click all the links in the description. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further waste of time, let us now get into the business. Yes, sir.
DJ Coach taking like it really changes lives, yeah. With this Forex signals, yeah, people really thrive, yeah. We gon' do the same, yeah, as long as we alive, yeah. Trading FX change, yeah. People say I've changed, cause I tell them keep the change. Yeah, for Blacks it's really strange. I'm not
Okay, so now first thing is first, the fundamentals as we step into the new week. I did tell you guys that for this week it is a bit dry when it comes to the fundamentals, but then at the same time it gives us an opportunity to approach the market using our technical analysis tools. So for this week, keep in mind I'm only looking at the fundamentals that are related to the dollar, the USD, not any other fundamentals. As you guys can clearly see right here, when you click on filters, I'm only looking at fundamentals that are related to the USD, as I only trade pairs that are related to the USD, not the CAD, not the Euro, not any other ones except for the Euro USD. I do trade Euro USD sometimes there and there, but that is another story for another day. For now, let us focus on the USD. And as I told you guys previously, it is a bit of a dry week, but at the same time it gives us an opportunity to approach the market in our technical analysis tools. So on Wednesday we have the FOMC meeting minutes, which is at 8 o'clock. I'm not going to be investing too much time on this fundamental as it doesn't have that volatility that I need. That doesn't give me that volatility. Like, I prefer trading the FOMC that is released with the interest rates and also the press conference. But then when it comes to trading this one that is just the FOMC meeting minutes, it doesn't have that volatility. But then of course I am going to be monitoring it and see how it affects the market. So on Wednesday we have that FOMC, which is at 8 o'clock, and then on Thursday we have the unemployment claims, which is at 2:30 South African time, by the way. So unemployment claims, we will definitely be there and see what opportunities we can capture ahead of the new week. But for this week, it is a dry week, but it gives us an opportunity to approach the market in our fundamental analysis tool. So without any further waste of time, let us jump straight into the markets. Yeah, man, we're jumping straight into Nasdaq as I see some nice opportunities. I did tell you I'm going to be looking at Nasdaq and US30, and starting out with Nasdaq, I do see some nice opportunities on Nasdaq. As you guys can clearly see, everything is already highlighted, but let me just remove this and show you guys why I'm looking for buying opportunities on Nasdaq. Let us first go on to a higher time frame, because that is the first thing that you do. If you guys understand how price action works, the first thing that you do, you go on to a higher time frame and you check the overall structure. And looking at Nasdaq, the overall structure, we are still in an uptrend. As you guys can clearly see, we've been having our impulsive move and our correction, impulsive move, correction. You know how the market works when we are in an uptrend. So hence why I'm looking for buying opportunities. Remember, as a trader, the thing that you must avoid as a trader is trading against the trend. So currently looking at Nasdaq, we're in a buying trend, meaning that we should be trading with the market, meaning we should be looking for buying opportunities, not unless we do get a breakout. Once we can get a breakout, then we can look for those selling opportunities. If we were in a downtrend, then obviously we would be looking for those selling opportunities. We don't trade against the trend. That is the first rule as a trader when it comes to price action. So the first thing is first, the structure. We are still in an uptrend. Let me switch on to a lower lower time frame, I was looking at this beautiful support and resistance right there, and the market eventually give us a breakout, and we are currently experiencing a retest. So I'm currently looking for the market to give us those buying opportunities heading to the upside, but we should be cautious of this high right there, as it is our highest point. But I think there's a high possibility that the market can continue and give us those buying opportunities and eventually break this level right there, as we have been moving with price action, and we are currently in an uptrend. So unless we do break this overall trend, we are still looking forward for those buying opportunities. But if we break that trend, we'll be then looking forward for those selling opportunities. So Nextgen, it is pretty simple. We are looking forward for those buying opportunities ahead of the new week. So it is simple. I also said I'm going to be analyzing US30. Let us move on to US30 right away. I want to go through this thing quickly, as I have a few things to do. But for US30, man, US30, beautiful structure. As you guys can clearly see, the market has been moving with price action movements. As you guys know, man, you guys should know by now, I'm a price action trader. When it comes to price action, I'm not playing. I'm there to kill the market. I'm a price action trader when it comes to these charts, man. So Nasdaq, US30, we do have an uptrend. US30, as you guys can clearly see, I don't even have to go to an upper time frame. I'm just going to be sticking with the 1 hour. As you guys can clearly see, the market has been moving with an impulsive move, a correction move right there, and then we had an impulsive move, a correction, an impulse, a correction, and we are currently experiencing an impulsive movement heading to the upside. But we have some type of a reversal right there. That is because US30 is approaching our highest point, as you guys can clearly see. But I'm still expecting US30 to break this highest point, because the reason is when the market is approaching the highest point, especially on Nasdaq and US30, it tends to do it tends to give us a price action movement. As I told you guys in the beginning, that once the market is approaching our highest point, the market tends to give us a breakout using the price action movements. And currently on US30, we are approaching our highest point, and the market has been moving with a beautiful price action, as you guys can clearly see. So for Nasdaq and US30, it is pretty simple. We are looking forward for those buying opportunities. It is not complicated. If you guys don't know how to apply your technical analysis tools, or if you guys are not familiar with how price action works, I would suggest you guys to join the Forex Mastery Blueprint course for free, which has everything for you guys, from A to Z, the basics of price action, the advanced tools for price action, and everything that is price action related. Or if you guys don't want to go through all those courses, you guys can just book a one-on-one session with me, where I can help you personally build a system that works based on your risk and that works based on your goals. So it's up to you. And yeah, man, it is pretty simple, straightforward. Nasdaq, US30, I'm looking forward for buying opportunities. And you know what, let me actually look at another currency pair. Let us go to another currency pair. This is just a bonus analysis. I was looking at Euro USD. I'm now back to trading currencies, as you guys can clearly see, man, because of we've had some nice movements on currencies. It has been respecting my system, so I was like, fuck that, man, we have to go back to currencies. And I've been trading Euro USD for about 2 weeks now, and it's been giving me some nice price action movements. As you guys can clearly see, it is self-explanatory, straight to the point, nothing complicated. We've had our impulsive move, our correction right there, an impulse, a correction, an impulse, and we're currently experiencing a correction right there. So the market, it can do we have two possible scenarios. The market can continue with those buying opportunities, but we can confirm that once the market can at least break that resistance right there, and the market can also do give us those selling opportunities until that trend line right there, because we have touched this resisting overall trend line. Let me just go to a higher time frame. There we go. We did have a touch on this resistant trend line, which was our first, our second, and we're currently experiencing our third touch on this resisting trend line. So the market might want to give us a rejection and come and give us a touch on this supporting trend line. And once we can get a touch on that supporting trend line, then maybe we can continue with those buying opportunities, or the market can still continue with those buying opportunities as you are currently moving with what? With price action movements, as you guys can clearly see. So yeah, man, it is simple, straight to the point. Nasdaq, US30, Euro USD. I'm not going to confirm the direction yet, as I don't have the clear direction as of now, but I will be sending out all the analysis in our exclusive community groups. I told you guys, if you guys want to join, all the links are in the description. But without any further waste of time, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you guys a beautiful week. I wish you guys a profitable week. Let us make money like we always do. And as I always say, I greet you guys in the name of money. Market Killers or Mentor signing out.
I greet you all in the name of money. All right?